might Anne have to go and bring up the whole niece thing.
Go easy on her. She hasn't seen her parents in 10 whole years. I imagine she must be overjoyed to have finally found a relative.
I guess.
See these tire tracks? That's a sign that someone's been here before us. Following them might lead us to a useful location like a village or town. The car should also go a bit faster than it would on unpacked ground.
Another battleship that's all busted up inside.
Looks like the only way inside is down. It's slippery, so watch your footing.
Finally, the top floor!
Take cover!
The swimmers?
Hey! It's you guys! What are you doing here?
That's our line! What are you up to?
I bet I know. You were eavesdropping, weren't you?
You were fixing to go and get your hands on the Aquanium first, weren't you?
Well, yeah, but, I mean, not anymore. No one told us it was being guarded by that!
Tough talk for a bunch of cowards.
Never mind them. Let's worry about ourselves. It sounds like there's something up ahead that even the swimmers couldn't handle.
Why? They bit off more than they could chew. Whoa!
Nicely done! You can do this, Prince!
Well, that was a piece of cake.
Wow, just what I'd expect from the Fiend Prince.
I thought thought you ran off.
My gut told me to come back and guard the Aquanium from baddies.
Yeah, right. You just wanted to grab it for yourself.
You think we're just gonna let that slide?
No! Listen! It's true. I do want to protect it.
Well, we were planning on selling it to that armed group at first.
Shut it, Sonny! They don't need to know that! I mean, I knew it'd fetch a fine price if I sold it. But I reconsidered when I realized someone could use it for something as awful as that disaster 30 years ago. Besides, I have a few contacts in the Forestland Resistance.
He seems to be telling the truth.
I am!
So can you help us gain entry to Forestland?
That I can't do. Joining forces with you would be collaborating with the Royal Army. I'd never be able to face my friends in the Rebel Army again.
That's understandable.
If it's any consolation, you can have this. It's the core frame for a hoverbot.
Are you sure, Papa? We went to all that trouble to find it.
We're the swimmers! We don't need a bot for crossing water.
Thank you. It's much appreciated.
Huh. Well, I doubt we'll meet again anyway. See ya!
Now then, let's get to searching for that Aquanium.
Hey, old man! Found it!
Now we've found all of the Aquanium in Sandland.
So now it's time to throw fists?
It looks like we're gonna have to make it past the border first.
Anne would know how to do it. She snuck across the border before, after all.
Right. Let's get back to Spino. Always remain calm, no matter the situation.
What in the...
The smell of gunpowder, spent shell casings. There's been a battle here.
The Forestland Army! Damn, you think the town's okay?
Mayor Tor, what happened here?
I have no clue. This Forestland Army showed up out of nowhere, demanding Aquanium. When I said we had none, they started firing.
Who brought him here? The guy with the scar? Half-stash?
No, their commander was a woman, cold as ice. Absolutely
You held out well against them. Rebel Army experience, I guess.
It's not that. It was Anne who saved our town.
Anne did?
She surrendered, saying she'd lead them to the Aquanium.
When was this?
Not so long ago.
Old man, you remember that map of the secret room in the west?
Yeah.
All right.
In addition to Epi and Kroa, there's this other third commander. Troops are flowing in like the border doesn't exist.
The chaos from Zeu's ouster might be what gave them the chance. Isn't that ironic?
Even that guy might have been useful in his own way, huh?
Fighting fire with fire, eh? I hate to admit it, but it makes sense.
Huh? I hear something. Over here.
Huh? Was this the wrong way? It's so hard to tell.
Enough of this! Deception ill befits a princess. Cease this stubbornness for your own good.
So you recognize me? Even though it's been 10 years.
Of course. You may look older, but what's inside has not changed a bit. The way you smile, how you talk, your endless naivete.
But you have changed, Rosetta. You used to be so kind.
To change is to be human. I would say you're the odd one for remaining so static. In any case, that's enough pointless chit-chat. We have an Aquanium radar back in Forest Land. There is no point in continuing this charade.
We'll just see about that.
The girl escaped! Seize her!
Biels!
General Rosetta! They're...
Pull yourselves together! Remember General Epi's report! Demons are no match for the illustrious Rosetta Brigade. Have no fear! Attack!
Get him!
Victory will be mine, by any means necessary!
Ha! Too easy!
We won't give in. For the honor and glory of our...
You wanna go at it again?
Stop right there!
Sorry, I messed up.
Don't move. I was unsure if taking a hostage would phase demons, but seems it has turned you into kittens.
Everything you've heard about demons is untrue.
You truly haven't changed. Still the same old bleeding heart you used to be.
And you, Rosetta. I don't even recognize you.
No, you freaks know where the Aquanium's hidden, do you not? Good. Bring it to me, or else.
No! Don't do it! Forget about me! Keep the Aquanium safe!
Afraid I can't do that, Anne. My sis would eat me alive if I let anything happen to you.
Yells!
Prince,
What? You trying to say we can't give this up just to save some girl?
I would never. We can't leave Lady Lilith's daughter in the hands of her enemies.
After all that trouble to get our hands on this Aquanium, we're just gonna fork it over to them?
Not all of it. All we're giving them is this one capsule.
Huh?
After all, they still don't know that we also got the one from the Merrick battleship. And what they...
We have it here.
Then throw it to me!
We did what you said. Now let Anne go.
Now, why would I do that? I made no such promise.
What? But we gave you the Aquanium!
Did I say I'd release her in exchange? As if I would ever negotiate with demons.
Then what are you gonna do with her?
Like I would tell you, demon!
You... Niels!
You okay?
Them again?
Don't move! Follow me and the princess will pay! None of you are to move a muscle until we are fully out of sight.
Damn, I thought I busted up every last one of their tanks.
Looks like some of them just pretended to be out of commission. They got us good.
Ah!
I know how you feel, Prince, but get a hold of yourself. We still have a chance to get Anne back.
That's exactly right. We know where to find more Aquanium that we can use as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining schmargaining. It's about time we pounded them into dust.
That's the spirit. That's probably Are. We'll rendezvous at Spino and discuss our next move.
There you are.
You don't look so good. Anyone can tell you've barely slept for weeks.
You don't look so chipper yourself.
A lot's happened.
What? They took Anne? And the Aquanium too?
They're not going to hurt Anne, right?
I can't say for sure. We'll have to go to Forestland after them. Would you be able to help us get across the border?
The border's currently a powder keg. There's only a small sliver of land beyond the big dam where our territory and Forestlands meet in the first place. And with our armies at a standoff, not even a scorpion could slip through.
Let us at them. We'll just force our way through.
If you attack at the flashpoint, it'll look bad. Like we've allied with the demons to attack Forestland. Then we really would be giving them a pretext for war.
I think that horse has left the stable, Sonny.
That's kind of a tricky subject, you know.
Our forces aren't organized. We can't risk all-out war yet.
So we can't go to Forestland? Is that what you're saying?
Well, there is one way. Have you ever heard of the Cardamo subterranean lake ruins?
No.
Underground ruins north of the dam. They lead to Forestland. Problem is that they're flooded, now that the river's back. I don't know whether you can make your way through. At the very least, you're going to need some sort of boat.
In that case, we've got the perfect ride.
The hoverbot!
But we only have the core frame. Without Anne and blueprints, we can't assemble the bot.
Well, in that case, I still have the plans from when I was helping Anne.
Plans for a hoverbot? That's off.
It's designed for crossing over quicksand, but it'll work.
Really? Well, the Peachy know their bots.
That we do!
I'll stage a little distraction on the border. That should draw their attention away from the ruins.
Appreciate it.
I've done it! I finished the hoverbot!
All right! Forestland, here we come!
What do we do about the Aquanium? Should we stash it somewhere again?
No, we better keep it with us. They said they've got an Aquanium radar back in Forestland. If that's true, trying to hide the Aquanium's gonna be pointless.
So that's how they always seem to know exactly where to find it. But wait, if that's true, it means that taking will expose our own location.
Would you mind showing me that Aquanium for a second, please?
Sure.
Huh.
Their radar's probably just a receiver, one attuned specifically to the wavelength of Aquanium.
Versus sending out radio pulses that bounce off the Aquanium and back to them.
Exactly! Which means all we have... There! This should block...
I see.
You mean you understand how it works?
Of course not. But whatever they just did means that radar can't find it now, right?
Right!
Well, that takes care of my concerns. Time to go.
Yeah! Just you wait, Forest Land Army!
Why exactly did they need Anne to show them the way if they have radar?
Probably because they can't call back home while they're in Sandland. This gap in their communication network is one of the few advantages. We should keep our distance from the... Maybe it's just a matter of seeing so much water here. But this place seems almost holy to me.
Blech, you're making me want to barf. My head hurts.
Mine too.
Huh? Look out! Hover away!
What's wrong?
I'm worried about what's been making all that racket.
Let's call it out and see what it is.
Huh?
Hey! Come on out!
Prince, please stop this!
Huh?
Oh, you've done it now! It's looking this way.
We're cornered.
Nah, forget it! Let me... You're done, you overgrown octopus!
I'd say it's more of a squid, don't you think?
Does it really matter? Hurry up and take it out, Prince.
What a formidable beast!
at it!
Ow! I don't recognize this smell. Ugh. This air is way too pure for my tastes. I feel... Where's Thief and the old man? Looks like it's BL's to the rescue. Take that! Come on out. It's useless to hide.
A fiend? A real demon?
Well, just look at all of you crawling out of the woodwork.
What are demons doing in forest?
Huh? Where?
Wow, this is awesome! I've never seen a demon before!
You think this is a safari? Surround them! We can't just stand by and let these filthy demons invade our home!
Oh boy, not this again. Don't tell me you guys are part of the Forestland Army too. Nah, doesn't matter. If it's a fight you want...
Watch out! Demon touches you first.
Parroting that Epi guy? Typical Forestland Army goon.
No! He touched me! It's all over!
Quit your whining! We have to protect our country! We can't let these despicable monsters corrupt our home!
Say that again, you little...
White! Prince!
Old man! Thief!
Looks like you ran a little wild.
Ha! That'll teach him to mess with the Fiend Prince.
I say they could do with more punishment.
Please, I beg you, forgive them.
And who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Longo, their commander.
He helped me and Thief when we washed ashore. We owe him.
Huh.
My apologies for my youthful comrade's rudeness, Prince Beelzebub.
Longo! How can you bow your head to a demon?
That's enough, Udo. Your disrespect toward our guests beggars belief.
Guess? You're not thinking of recruiting them to the Resistance.
The Resistance?
Come. Let us discuss this further on the way. No.
What exactly was Brett hoping to achieve through his coup d'etat? Anne thought he just wanted to seize more territory for Forestland, but is that really?
Yeah, that's something the four of us would like to know.
The swimmers? What are you doing here?
What was that about how you'd never join forces with us?
Or that line about how we'd never meet again,
You pipe down! Are you gonna turn down a request from an old comrade?
Huh? So this old man was in your band of...
No! I was in the rebel army!
You mean to tell me you're that Longo?
That's correct, General Shiva.
I know how formidable an enemy you make. I'm glad to have you as an ally instead.
The reason he was so strong is because he had us swimmers on his side!
Papa, your face is all red.
You keep quiet, Sonny! Now,
His goal is to gather up the last 5 extant Aquanium capsules in the world and use them to restart Garum, the Flying Fortress.
The Flying Fortress?
The former Peachy mothership, which landed in Flatland so many years ago, after being modified for battle. It's said to have been the world's most powerful warship. It's unclear how much of this is true, but rumor has it that it took only 3 days for its terrible weapons to send Flatland, the world's wealthiest, most advanced nation.
So, it's better than even Zayu's fortress?
Without a doubt. If its capabilities require 5 times the Aquanium.
What will they do if they ever manage to get it working?
Well, Bread will have the power to...
to hell with that! After breaking free of one oppressor, I'm not bending to another!
I share that sentiment, which is...
Longo!
Excuse me, it seems I have urgent business to it. I will probably be occupied for some time. So...
We'll take you up on that. We're awful tired from...
Let's make the rounds of the camp. We should take the chance to gather whatever...
All right.
Oh, you're those demons from before. Remember me?
Not really. It's pretty hard to tell how you...
So demons have difficulty distinguishing...
What are you doing? Taking notes?
Well, you know, knowledge is power. Especially for wimps like me.
If you're weak, what are you doing in the resist...
I'm a royalist. I want King Jam back in charge of this country. Everyone here would say the same.
And that's reason enough to lay down your life for him? I'll never understand.
Fascinating. So demons struggle with the idea of self-sacrifice. There.
Why, that's not true at all. I'd gladly give my life.
What about for me?
I suppose I'd at least lay down my whiskers for you.
Okay. Probably should have seen that.
A laudable attitude.
Don't get ideas. I'm apologizing only because Longo told me to.
Are you apologizing or trying to pick a fight?
Okay, I think that's enough. By the way, do you know anything about the Flying Fortress Garum?
Well, I'm just a new recruit, so I can't say I know. Udo says activating it would be like restarting the war that nearly destroyed the world 50 years ago. I have a hard time seeing it as some terrifying doomsday weapon, but if Udo says so...
So it's capable of destruction that would make the bomb that all but wiped out the Peachy look like a firecracker.
Bien, where's Longo?
What's wrong? You look at...
We found the princess!
What? Say no more.
Heard that, Prince? Let's go see Longo.
Sure. Whoop. Here we go. You said you found Anne?
Yes. Rosetta's tank brigade has stopped at End Mill Base, to the north. The Resistance will set out in pursuit with all possible haste. If you're willing to lend us a hand, please head to the base as well.